Dear friends, thank you for joining me once again. On this channel, I try to share with you simple and practical advice to live a healthier and more peaceful life after the age of 60. Today, I want to tell you a very special story, an experience that completely changed the way I view male health and vitality in old age. What would you think if I told you that there is a 96-year-old man who is still full of energy, mentally sharp, physically flexible, and able to maintain good physiological function without medication or hormone therapy? That story is true, and I met this man in person. It is not a matter of luck. It is the result of one simple habit he has kept every day for more than 40 years. According to data from the National Institute on Aging, up to 45% of men over 60 begin to experience issues related to physiology and hormone balance. But is that really something unavoidable? Stay with me until the end of this video because I will share the simple habit that this 96-year-old man has practiced every morning and explain why it may help you feel stronger, more confident, and in control of your own sexual wellness. Where are you on your journey of caring for your health in later life? Let me know in the comments below. It was a quiet Tuesday at the clinic. Just like any other day in my more than 30 years of medical practice, I am a urologist and men's health specialist based in the city of Boston, and my daily work involves meeting, examining, and supporting men over 60 who are dealing with issues such as nighttime urination, difficulty urinating, low vitality, hormonal imbalances, or enlarged prostate. But that day, one man made me pause and rethink many things I thought I already understood about aging and male physiology. His name was Walter, 96 years old, living alone in a small apartment near the Old Town District. He came in without a cane, without assistance, walked upright, with bright eyes and a confident smile. When I asked why he came in, he simply said, "I'm still healthy, just here for a routine checkup. No need to worry, doctor." But after completing the usual tests, I asked him more about his physiological and urinary health, which is something most elderly patients struggle with. He laughed out loud and replied, "Doctor, I still wake up every morning full of energy. I don't have to get up at night to urinate. I don't need any support pills. I still feel like a complete man, even though I'm almost 100 years old." I admit, at first, I thought he was joking, but his blood work, testosterone levels, prostate function, and ultrasound of the urinary tract were all completely normal. No inflammation, no enlargement, no significant hormonal decline. In all my years of working, I had never met someone of that age who still maintained such natural physiological health. I asked him if he had any special secret, some medical therapy, an expensive supplement, but his answer surprised me completely. "There's nothing fancy. Doctor, I've just kept one simple habit every morning for over 40 years. Just one small, natural, easy thing, and I believe that's what's kept me healthy all this time." From that moment on, I decided to look deeper, because I knew that if it worked for him, it might also help millions of other men. And I was not wrong. From one elderly man walking into the clinic with incredible health, I found an important key to supporting natural male vitality and urinary health in old age. When I asked Walter exactly what he had been doing for more than 40 years, he simply replied with a sentence that left me speechless. "I eat a handful of nuts every morning, just like brushing my teeth. No medication, no complicated workout routines, no hormone therapies or supplements, just a small repeated habit every day." And its effects were clearly visible in his physiological, neurological, and circulatory signs. I didn't believe it right away. With my scientific background and practical experience, I needed more than just a personal story. I began to look into the specific types of nuts he consumed and the nutrients they provided. His mix was quite simple: pumpkin seeds, walnuts, pistachios, almonds, cashews, and a few flax seeds. No sugar, no added salt, all raw and minimally processed. As I looked deeper into the nutritional profile of this group of nuts, I realized something astonishing. They contain a wide range of essential micronutrients that are directly linked to male vitality and urinary health: zinc, magnesium, selenium, omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin E, and especially L-arginine, an amino acid that helps stimulate the body's production of nitric oxide. This compound is key in relaxing and dilating blood vessels, improving circulation, which is crucial for maintaining a healthy prostate, bladder, and the overall hormonal system in men over 60. What's interesting is that the benefits of these nutrients go beyond physiology. They also help stabilize mood, improve memory, strengthen immunity, and slow cellular aging. A daily handful of mixed nuts may serve as a natural source to help balance testosterone, reduce chronic inflammation, manage nighttime urination, frequent urination, and prevent prostate enlargement. This wasn't just supported by scientific research. My own clinical experience later confirmed it. Many of my patients started following this simple advice and returned a few months later with results that exceeded expectations. Their vitality improved, they slept more deeply, and their sense of confidence returned. I learned from Walter that sometimes the best solution isn't found in medication or surgery, but in consistency with small and wise daily actions. And now, I want to share in more detail each type of nut and how it supports physiological health in older adults. Every morning for Walter began with a simple handful of nuts, but which specific types were included, and why did they make such a significant difference? After many years of research and tracking outcomes in older patients, I can confirm that not all nuts are the same. Below are 6 types of nuts I refer to as vitality foods for aging men. These are not only beneficial for the heart and brain, but especially effective in supporting hormones, the prostate, and the urinary system in men over 60. First is pistachios, among all nuts. Pistachios stand out for their high levels of L-arginine. This amino acid is used by the body to produce nitric oxide, a compound that helps widen blood vessels and improve circulation to vital organs. This is particularly beneficial for maintaining male vitality, while also helping reduce nighttime urination and increasing oxygen flow to the pelvic floor. Next are walnuts. They are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, a healthy fat with strong anti-inflammatory properties. As the body ages, chronic inflammation becomes a major factor contributing to hormonal decline and urinary dysfunction. Consuming walnuts daily helps reduce prostate inflammation, improve blood flow, and support memory and emotional stability. Almonds, though small, are packed with vitamin E and magnesium. Vitamin E protects prostate cells from damage caused by free radicals, while magnesium plays a crucial role in calming the nervous system, reducing stress, and promoting better sleep, an indirect but essential element for maintaining vitality in older men. Pumpkin seeds are also on this list. They are an excellent source of zinc, a key mineral that helps maintain natural testosterone levels, regulate prostate activity, and lower the risk of enlargement. Zinc also supports immune function and reduces the risk of urinary tract infections. Cashews help balance energy thanks to their content of iron and tryptophan, a precursor to serotonin. When the mind is relaxed and sleep is sound, the body is better able to recover its hormonal balance and maintain stable nighttime function. Finally, flax seeds rich in lignans and omega-3 fatty acids. Lignans are plant compounds that can help balance hormones, especially during the stage when male hormone levels begin to decline. Flax seeds also help soften stools, support digestion, and indirectly reduce abdominal pressure and stress on the prostate. Just one small handful each morning. But these 6 nuts can make a noticeable difference in quality of life. especially for those dealing with frequent urination, insomnia, unexplained fatigue, or concerns about male vitality. When you look at a small handful of nuts, it is easy to overlook the complex and effective health support system hidden inside. For men, over 60 changes in hormones, blood circulation, and nervous system function can lead to a range of issues like reduced vitality, frequent nighttime urination, and ongoing fatigue. The remarkable thing is that natural nuts can directly influence these core biological mechanisms quietly, yet powerfully. First, we must mention the role of blood circulation. Without a healthy circulatory system, all functions from cardiovascular to male vitality begin to decline. Poor circulation means that tissues, muscles, and especially the pelvic region do not receive enough oxygen and nutrients. At this point, L-arginine, an amino acid found in abundance in pistachios and walnuts, is converted by the body into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide helps relax and widen blood vessels, increasing blood flow throughout the body. When circulation to the pelvic area improves, the prostate functions more stably and male vitality is supported from the root. At the same time, omega-3s found in nuts like walnuts and flax seeds help reduce chronic inflammation. In older adults, low-grade inflammation is a key contributor to hormonal imbalances and makes the prostate more prone to enlargement, leading to nighttime urination and urgency. Reducing inflammation not only protects organs, but also helps the body make better use of its remaining hormones, while reducing strain on the urinary system. Another important biological factor is the role of male hormones. As age increases, testosterone naturally declines. Minerals such as zinc in pumpkin seeds, selenium in Brazil nuts, and vitamin E in almonds are essential for the body to naturally produce and regulate these hormones. As a result, male functions are better maintained and mental well-being is more positive. In addition, fiber and healthy fats in nuts help improve digestion, reduce abdominal pressure, and relieve strain on the bladder. This indirectly helps reduce frequent or uncontrolled urination at night, a common but quietly endured concern for many older men. In summary, even though it is just a small handful of nuts, when consumed daily, they act like a silent physician inside the body. From improving circulation and reducing inflammation to balancing hormones and supporting urinary health. The nutrients in nuts form a solid biological foundation for protecting long-term health naturally and sustainably in old age. One of the main concerns that many older adults have when adding nuts to their daily diet is the fear of gaining weight. On most packaging, nuts are labeled as high in energy, rich in fat, or calorie-dense. So, what is the truth? Does eating nuts every day really lead to uncontrollable weight gain? The answer is not necessarily, and the truth may surprise you. Although nuts do contain fat, these are healthy fats such as unsaturated fatty acids, omega-3 and omega-9, which are completely different from saturated fats found in fried foods or fast food. These good fats act like natural lubricants for blood vessels, helping soften artery walls and improve blood flow. This, in turn, supports heart health, brain function, and especially hormone balance in older age. The issue does not lie in the nuts themselves, but in how they are consumed. A reasonable portion is only about 30 to 40 grams per day, roughly a small handful. This amount does not lead to fat accumulation. In fact, it helps promote satiety, reduces cravings for snacks, and stabilizes blood sugar levels. Many studies from Harvard University have shown that people who regularly consume moderate amounts of nuts tend to have better weight control than those who avoid nuts altogether. Another reason is that nuts are rich in plant-based protein, which helps build and maintain muscle mass, a key factor in burning calories more efficiently as we age. Additionally, unlike pastries or processed snacks, nuts do not cause insulin spikes after meals. This helps stabilize blood sugar levels, reduces the risk of visceral fat accumulation, and improves metabolic function. For people over 60, this is crucial in preventing metabolic disorders such as diabetes, fatty liver, or abdominal obesity. However, it is important to avoid nuts that have been salted, fried, or coated in sugar. These types can lead to water retention, high blood pressure, or negatively impact kidney function. The best choice is raw, unsalted, or lightly dry-roasted nuts, stored in a cool, dry place to preserve their quality. Adding one small handful of nuts each morning is not a burden on your weight. On the contrary, it is a small but smart step to help your body maintain its natural shape, vitality, and flexibility. And just like the 96-year-old man in the story, eating nuts regularly every day did not cause him to gain weight. It helped him maintain stable health and vitality for nearly half a century. In over 30 years of working with older adults, I have met many men who fall into a quiet state, not necessarily due to serious illness, but because of a feeling that they had lost a part of themselves. They no longer felt like they were truly a man many times. I saw the averted eyes, the hesitant words, or the faint, awkward smiles when the topic of male vitality or emotional closeness with their spouse came up. But then, through one seemingly simple habit, just a handful of nuts each day, I witnessed a clear revival from within. It was not a dramatic comeback, but rather a quiet and lasting transformation. When hormone health is restored naturally, when blood flow becomes smoother, when the body begins to feel stronger, confidence gradually returns. The man begins to walk with more stability, his eyes become brighter, and his voice regains strength. These may seem like small details to others, but to him, they represent liberation. I remember one patient named James, 74 years old, from Ohio. He came to the clinic looking withdrawn and shared that he had stopped almost all intimate activity with his wife for the past 2 years. He avoided medication due to fear of side effects, but deep down, he felt sadness and a sense of shame. After I introduced the daily nut habit to him, he followed it diligently. About 8 weeks later, he returned, this time with a radiant smile and a heartfelt thank you. He not only felt physically stronger, but also said he felt like himself again. Eating a handful of nuts each morning, on the surface, seems like a small nutritional step, but behind it is a silent commitment from a man to himself. It is a choice to keep caring for his body, not to neglect important physiological functions even in later years. And in this journey, he is not alone. He needs support, encouragement, and above all, respect. When male vitality and urinary health improve, many other areas of life flourish as well. The spirit becomes more uplifted, family relationships grow warmer, and self-belief strengthens. Not all problems are solved overnight, but from one small habit, a new door has opened. After everything, what I have learned from the story of the 96-year-old patient and from the hundreds of older adults I've met is this: health does not always require big changes. Sometimes, just one small habit, one simple decision each morning can create a ripple of positive effects that lasts a lifetime. A handful of nuts not only provides nutrients, but also represents perseverance, self-respect, and love for oneself. After the age of 60, many people think that vitality has slowed down, that certain natural needs must give way to old age. But that does not mean we have to give up the desire to feel strong, alert, and connected. The body still has the ability to recover, still can be nourished in the right way to function in harmony. It is never too late. If we start today with one small meaningful action. If you found today's video helpful, please subscribe to the channel so you won't miss our upcoming insights about health in later life. Share this video with your loved ones who might need a gentle word of encouragement. And don't forget to leave a comment below. What morning habit are you maintaining to support your vitality? In the next video, we will talk about simple exercises that help strengthen the pelvic area and reduce nighttime urination for people over 60. See you again soon on this journey toward healthy, meaningful living, no matter what your age may be.